Now, before I start going over the details of each of these techniques here, I want you to understand one thing, and that's that the power of your punches comes from weight and torque. So many of the techniques, all of the techniques that I show you here, I'm going to really be referencing where you get the weight from and where you get the torque from. That being said, I want to start off with probably the most important punch of them all. That is the jab. Now, there's a couple reasons why the jab is so important. The first one is its distance to the opponent. Whichever leg you have in the front, the hand on the same side is the jab. So if the left leg is in the front, then the left hand is jabbing. If the right leg is in the front, then the right leg is jabbing. That puts it as your closest weapon to your opponent. And because it's so close, you can use it and still be relatively safe. So because of that distance, the jab is very important. The second reason this punch is so important is because of its stunning effect. It's used to basically set up all of your combinations and set up all of your other punches. There's a term in boxing you'll hear thrown a lot called fighting behind the jab. And that's what that means, is that you're using the jab to set up your higher level attacks. Now let's get back to weight and torque. The torque comes from Conor spinning the punch as it goes out. So you'll notice that Conor, his palm starts facing towards his other hand, and as the punch comes out, it spins. That's where your torque comes from. The weight is from Conor pushing off of his back leg, placing weight onto his front leg, and channeling that weight to develop punching power. I'm just going to give you a few more pointers with this one that actually apply to all the punches that we're going to go over. The first is that Conor doesn't close his hand till the last second. That means that his hand is loose right up until impact when he closes it. The next thing is that there's no preliminary motion before the punch. Conor's not pulling his arm back before starting up the technique. He's going right from his stance and going right into the attack. If you pull the arm back first, not only is your punch slower, it's easier to